Open source. So one of the things that you might be or want to get into is programming. You might be a programmer. You might do open source programming, but you might be fed up with just putting stuff on GitHub and not getting any, I don't know, incentive for it, any kind of like community feel, like you're just this lonely person making code and not really feeling like you're connected to it or connected to a community of other programmers. Well, one of the wonderful things on the Steem blockchain is that you can get empowered for writing open source code, which is super awesome. And that group of people is Utopian, utopian.io, empowering open source innovation. They're utopian-io on the Steem blockchain. You can find all about them there. They're on GitHub, where they've got the title of rewarding open source contributors. And they've got a whole bunch of projects in there that you can look at. If you are a coder and you know how to use GitHub, you will totally understand all of these elements. They also have a radio show on MSP Waves that happens on Wednesdays from 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. That's GMT. Make sure you work it out for your time zone. And they've got this really kind of like swanky front end at utopian.io, at join.utopian.io. So it's an open source economy. So you can basically earn rewards, be it Steem, delegation, Steem power, things to do with the Steem ecosystem, for contributing to your favorite open source project. So it might be things that you want to pitch towards them. There's another thing we could do for crowdfunding later on another site, which I'll talk about. But it's the only decentralized platform, I believe. I don't know if there's another one out there. I've not seen it. Only platform rewarding contributions to open source projects by utilizing a decentralized vote-based reward system built on top of the Steem blockchain. Join today to earn Steem cryptocurrency by contributing to your favorite open source projects. So they have a number of different categories. So suggestions, development, bug hunting, translations, graphics, analysis, visibility, documentation, tutorials, video tutorials, copywriting, and blogging. So you kind of go through a process where you apply to do these things. You kind of step through, do a bit of work, and then people look at it and go, yes, it's great, or no, it needs work, or it needs tweaking, or this is great, and then that gets upvoted. And there's like a bounty budget for doing that stuff as well. So they have already developed a bunch of things. This is one of the elements they've got called utopian.rocks, which is like a little listing of all the little tasks that are happening. And I think you can fine tune them as well to, like, say if I want to just look at video, nobody doing video, so maybe I need to jump in and learn some of these tools and do little video tutorials for them. Let's look at this one, the Marky Mark Python tips beyond print. So beyond print is wrote a little bit of it out. There's like a structure to it, and then at the bottom of this there's let's have a look at the votes. See, there's 259 votes here, and all these people have upvoted that post. A lot of these are programmers or in the Utopian group. So if you write it in a certain structure and you're donating like your talent, your skills in coding, and you format it as they expect it to be formatted, then you could potentially get a upvote or do get Steem power from their little community. I say little, it's actually quite big. Announcement: a new voting bot is being used. Read about its behavior here. Developing the new Utopian bot. So I presume they have so many applications that they have a little bot now that I don't know what it does or where it goes. Maybe a Discord channel or something where people, like admins, can decide if they're going to vote on it or not. But if you are interested in making open source and getting contributions for doing that, there's also requests. Like I said, on this page there's bounties for project owners. Is your open source project lacking traction? Are you looking to attract developers and contributors and reward them with a bounty? Now you can. So you get yourself a Steem account, you bring your open source project on it, talk about it, and then get people to contribute to that, which is kind of nice. Also task requests. Create task requests to address our international community of professionals. Utopia will reward the contributors for delivering what you and your project need. Thinkers, developers, product hunters, translators. Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know that existed actually. And I know that Utopian are going out looking for a round of funding as well. So they're actually actively looking to sustain themselves. I don't think away from the chain, but just that they've got funds coming in, because I think it's one of those projects that's got delegation And if that delegation was removed, that Steam delegation was removed today, I don't know what situation that would put them in. I guess it wouldn't give them as much power to upvote projects. But if you're into open source, check them out, utopian-io.